give it up for Toshi Regan and Big Lovely, y'all. Somebody say, I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Y'all, we are out here today clear-eyed, we are focused, and our opposition doesn't know the movement they have sparked, y'all. Because, Roe, we're not settling for it as it is or as it was. We are fighting for abortion access as it should be and as it will be with the power of the people. Are you ready for that? Y'all, there's this quote by Lucille Clifton that I love. She says, come celebrate with me that every day something has tried to kill me and has failed. Y'all, today is no exception. So here's our job. Today we need to show them that we're united. Are you united? Today we need to show them that we are defiant. Are you defiant? Today we need to show them that we're loud as hell. Can you show them that? Can you show them that? Can you show them that? Y'all, and then our job tomorrow and the next day and the next day after that is to take care of each other. Planned Parenthood is ready. We're going to fight state by state, ban by ban, secure our right to control our bodies and make our own decisions, y'all. Planned Parenthood doctors and clinicians and staff, we're going to keep opening those health center doors all across the country and caring for as many people as we can, for as long as we can, in every way that we can. And y'all, these 17 million Planned Parenthood supporters are going to stay in the streets because we know this is a marathon, y'all. So my question is, are you ready to fight alongside us? Are you ready to fight alongside us? Come on, y'all. This is the start to a new phase of the fight. So let's get this rally going. We're going to start today with an acknowledgement of the land, an acknowledgement of the indigenous people's land that we are on, and the reality of the continued impacts colonization has had on all of our communities. I'm going to introduce to you Sarah Eaglehart, Women's March board member.
Ampeti washte, wambli shinawi amachiapi, chante washte nape chizape. My Lakota name is Sarah Eaglehart, and I greet you today with a good heart. I have been a part of Women's March since the very beginning in 2017, marching for missing, murdered, and Indigenous women, which is why I'm wearing red today. I am Ogallala Lakota from the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota. And I'm also co-CEO of Return to the Heart Foundation, supporting Indigenous women-led initiatives. We are making a stand today on the land of the Nacotchunk and the Piscataway peoples. I thank all the ancestors and the Indigenous peoples, past and present, for allowing us to be on this land today. I honor with gratitude the land itself and the people who have been stewards for generations. I also give thanks to Tinkashala, the Creator, for bringing me here today. This is the same Tinkashala who has guided, supported, and loved me through 2 abortions, as well as the birth of 2 sons. Abortion is sacred. Life is sacred. The right to choose is sacred. A woman's health and well-being is sacred. As you may know, BIPOC women will suffer the most due to lack of access and resources for safe abortions. I lift up my sisters at Indigenous Women Rising because they have been doing this generous work of funding and guiding women through their decisions to have an abortion. They did this work during COVID-19 when they knew women were in the most need. Just like me, they knew, our ancestors knew what was best for their families. Just as their decisions were respected long ago, we are obligated by the Creator to continue to respect those decisions and support our relatives however we can. In many Indigenous traditions, a woman was guided through her decision by elders and midwives. Indigenous women had access to traditional medicines and knowledge for safe abortions. Women always held the ultimate authority to make that decision. While many of these teachings have been erased with colonialism, there are still these brave women, and many of the women who are here today, who are guiding women through the process of choosing what is best for them. Today, we stand and we say, we honor women. We respect their right to choose. We stand with you and we love you. Wopila, Madakuya Oyase.
Yes. Y'all, abortion is healthcare. Abortion is sacred. Thank you, Sarah. Now, y'all, I'm turning to my sister in the fight, Rachel Carmona, Executive Director of the Women's March, y'all. Rachel has helped to inspire, equip, and mobilize people, like many of you here today, to shape actions and policy that truly affect our communities. Y'all, quite frankly, she's a feminist powerhouse, all right, plain and simple. Give it up for Rachel Carmona.
Hello, everyone. There's a lot of you here. You can do better than that. Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel O'Leary Carmona, and I am grateful to be here on behalf of Women's March and the tens of millions of people who have marched with us, including y'all. And before I continue, you see a lot of green in places. I want to dedicate my speech to the Green Wave movement, which started in Argentina in 2015 in a fight against femicide and transformed into the fight for abortion rights in Latin America. This bandana that other people are wearing around here were gifted to us by our allies, Dos Latinas Comunidad in Colombia. Shout out to our sisters in the global struggle. And I am honored today to be fighting, showing up, and marching with you on this nationwide day of action. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am also very angry. Earlier this month, really earlier last week, since all of these things are happening day by day, we all read the Supreme Court leaked document in horror. And if you didn't, here's what it said. It said that women have been right all along, and that the politicians we elected to represent us in 50 states across this country, though some people here think it should be 51, should have taken us seriously, because for years, women in this country have been warning about the end of abortion. And just last October, we marched here in these very streets, warning about this exact situation. And in response, what did they say? We're dramatic, hysterical, emotional, overreacting. But the day that we warned about is here. The end of Roe and Casey are in plain sight, and we will not go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. And how did we get here? How? We got here because 5 Supreme Court justices decided that they just don't give a shit about women. They don't care about precedent. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about rights. And they damn sure don't care about the institution that they claim to serve. And I'm going to hit you with a quick 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. One of these justices is married to a far-right insurrectionist who tried to overturn the 2020 election and has not recused himself from ruling on cases related to her. 2 of these justices have been credibly accused of sexual misconduct themselves and never should have been confirmed. 3 of these justices were appointed by a president who was credibly accused himself of multiple incidences of sexual misconduct. And 4 of these justices were appointed by a president who lost the popular vote. Wah, wah, wah. And you know what? The math is mathing. And what it adds up to is an illegitimate Supreme Court. They are unelected, they are unaccountable, and they are unrepresentative. Because 80% of this country believes that the people who want access to abortion should be able to get it. And 1 in 4 women in America will have an abortion in her lifetime. And if the Supreme Court acts as it plans and takes a sledgehammer to the constitutional right for an abortion, it will be ignoring its own precedent and the majority of what this country wants. It'll be ignoring reality, and it will be ignoring history. And I'm lucky. Many of you all are probably lucky in this crowd too. We don't know in America where an abortion is illegal. But we do know stories from our elders, from our mothers, from our grandmothers and our aunts. We know the horrors of a time when women had to secretly pass around names and numbers of doctors. Doctors who were willing to risk their medical license and often their lives to provide abortion. And we know the horrors of a time when a doctor like that was unavailable or too expensive or too far away. And we also know about the back alleys, we know about the gas stations, and we know about what happens when things go wrong. And I am here to say, loudly and clearly, and with all of you, that we won't go back. That's right. We won't go back. It is not an exaggeration to say that this is a worst-case scenario come to life. There will be deadly consequences for women. But it is also no exaggeration to say that women will fight back as we always have and meet this moment. We will be ungovernable until this government starts working for us. Ungovernable. 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 And that is why we are taking to the streets today in cities all across the country. It's why today isn't just one day of action. It is simply day 1 of an invigorated movement aligned behind one simple demand. And you all heard it. You know what it is. Keep your bans off our bodies. Keep your bans off our bodies. Keep your bans off our bodies. Today is day 1 of an uprising to protect abortion rights. It is day 1 of our feminist future. And it is day 1 of a summer of rage where we will be ungovernable. Ungovernable. And we will not stop. We will not stop until the politicians on our side start acting like they're on our side. And we will not stop until the politicians who claim to fight for women actually fight for us. And until justice protects us from attacks on our bodies, until everyone who wants an abortion has the right to get one. So I will see you in the streets across America this summer continuing to fight. And then I will see you again in Houston in August, where 10,000 women and allies will gather for the 2022 Women's Convention, the larger gender justice convention in decades. That's right, you heard it here first. And if you remember, yes, big ups, because we need every single opportunity, every single one to push back. And if you remember only one thing that I've said, remember this. The fight for abortion is a fight for our rights. It's a fight for what's right, and it's a fight we will win. We will win. We will win. We will win. Thank you so much for having me, and until then, I'll see you in these streets.
Hey, give it up for Rachel Carmona, y'all. We will win. Yes. Well, I know I am excited and hope to see all of y'all in Houston with us as we keep this fight going. But wait a minute. Do I hear some go-go music playing? Do I hear some go-go? Because next up, we have DC Native.
We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me break it down. The G.O., the M.A. and B.O. See, though, we've been pumping crank since an embryo. Really, though, it's the city where the people hold the power. And you can see 9 dimes every half an hour. Well, lunch and Joe is the lingo. And brothers rob, so ain't nobody rocking mink coats. Take you back to the madness had so how the city renamed Cigarette Shack so how.
Yeah, y'all. That's my go-go playing, because next up we have DC native and co-conductor of Harriet's Wildest Dreams, Nene Taylor. Yes, y'all. She's been out here in these DC streets making dreams literally come true. Not only that, she's a leader in the DMV Black Mama Bailout Movement, y'all. We're excited to have her and also our good councilwoman here giving us a message from the streets of DC.
What's up? Hey, DC! You know, we always got to hold our home city down, but I can tell the rest of y'all, welcome to DC. Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to DC. My name is Nene Taylor, as she said. I'm a DC native, born and raised in the most marginalized part of Washington, DC. I also want to acknowledge the part of DC where I was raised, we don't even have a hospital for a black woman to have a baby. Sit with that. The part of DC where I was raised, we don't even have a maternity ward for a black woman to have a baby. As I want to acknowledge that black women in the part of the city that I was raised, black women to have a maternity ward, black women delivered a baby, east of the river is a reproductive health care desert. East of the river is a reproductive health care desert. I am a co-conductor of Harriet's Wildest Dreams. We are a black-led abolitionist community defense hub, centering black lives at risk for state-sanctioned violence in the greater Washington area. Our work includes legal empowerment, political and civic education, mass protesting, organizing campaigns, and community care for the systems that's building alternatives to dismantle oppressed systems. I stand here before you today to fight for black women legal rights. I stand here today for you to educate you on what's going on with the black woman right now with the Roe wave. The criminalization of abortions, we're going to stay in these streets until we defeat this leak. I need you to commit to stay in these streets until we win the criminalization of abortions that was leaked. Because what y'all don't realize, abortions are still legal right now. Abortions are still legal. So if you have an abortion that you got planned, go get that abortion. If you can't afford the abortion, contact your abortion fund. And if you got generation wealth, this generation wealth out here, donate to the abortion funds. I stand here to you today to fight for black women, legal empowerment. The good, excuse me, y'all. I'm going to get back to y'all for a minute. This was the last minute thing, but I got y'all. Yeah, went all the way off. That's right. Denying access to safe legal abortion and gender-affirming health service is a continuation of their troubling history. Abortion care is health care, and it's absolutely essential to the thriving future of black people. We will not give up our fight for the future. Our freedom comes from movement, not courts. Black people's freedom comes from movement, not courts. I wasn't sure when Congress made the U.S. Supreme Court the coochie police. So if the U.S. Supreme Court decide they want to be the coochie police, I'm here to defund the coochie police. And if they decide to police a black woman coochie, I'm going to call leave for the DMV Free Black Mamas bailout. Your laws will try to enslave black women, but our love and protection for them will bail them out of your jail. Our body, our choice. We have the human right to maintain personal body autonomy, and the effort to limit access to abortions disproportionately harm black women, girls, transgenders, and gender nonconforming people. I want to be very clear, and I have no doubt, full access to abortion care is a necessary component of freedom for all black people. The full weight of criminal legal systems is being weighed, leveraged already against the black woman. This ain't new for the black people, the black woman, the black girl. This machine already was already enrolling. Black feminists that do reproductive work been fighting for the black woman, because we already was criminalized trying to have an abortion, and it's our body, our choice. Black people are targets. We can't look away at the most violent machine. As Hers Wildest Dreams rise up in solidarity with the movement for black lives and all black people, I leave you with a call. Demand us to have full access to comprehensive sexual and reproductive health care, and eliminate the discrimination barriers to health care for all people. Abortions, no exceptions. I also challenge you as a DC native, and DC being a political playground for the different places and the different campaigns, I challenge you to leave DC better than the way you found it. You can support and follow different organizations locally that's doing this work. You can follow Hers Dreams at Twitter and Instagram. Now I need y'all to just take out y'all phones, because we're doing Roe Wade work too. So take out your phones right now, because I need you to text SCOTUS, SCOTUS, to 833-454-1214. Text SCOTUS, SCOTUS, to 833-454-1214. And that's how you're going to stay up with the local work. And once again, abortion, no exceptions. Abortion, no exceptions. Abortion, no exceptions. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to DC. My name is Janice Lewis George. I am a DC council member for Ward 4 in the District of Columbia. And I'm a DC native. And I am proud and honored today to represent my hometown today at the band's Off Our Bodies March. DC has a long history of being a pro-choice city. We believe in a woman's right to choose. We believe in safe, legal abortions. We believe in women's rights, civil rights, trans rights. We believe abortion is health care. Unfortunately, we watched the Senate vote down codifying Roe versus Wade. And as DC residents, we were angry, we were pissed, but more importantly, we were so upset because we don't have a senator in the Senate. As DC residents, we have no voice in the Senate that voted to confirm the 5 extremist Supreme Court justices who plan to overturn Roe, and we have no representation in the Congress that can vote to strip away our reproductive rights here in the district. All my life, I have seen Republicans in Congress
step into our affairs and impose their will on DC residents. They have already banned us from using our own funds on abortion care, blocking low-income women from receiving the care they need. So we know that if that Roe is overturned, they will come for us by moving to ban abortion in the District of Columbia. That's why I'm here today to remind you that DC statehood is a reproductive justice issue. And here in the District of Columbia, we are here and ready to stand up and fight alongside you to defend DC, to protect our reproductive rights, and to make sure that abortion is free, safe, and legal for every person in this country. Overturning Roe will hurt Black, brown, Indigenous communities, disabled communities. Abortion costs money and is unaffordable for so many who cannot travel hundreds or thousands of miles away for abortion care, especially in a country without paid family leave, without affordable child care, without universal health care, without a $15 minimum wage. How dare you come for the autonomy of our bodies, but then don't give us what we need in this community. When babies are born, you say to us, we have a shortage right now in our country. Women are struggling to make sure that they can feed their children right now. But corporate greed is allowing a shortage of baby formula right now in this country. They say they care about our bodies. They say they care about our children. They care about us. But your policies say the opposite. So we in the District of Columbia, we stand arm in arm and we are ready to fight. And let me say this. We need you to fight in more ways than one. Organizing on the ground, supporting all of your local organizations, donating the funds, volunteering your time, making sure you show up at our Planned Parenthood clinics and making sure you're there to stand and walk people into the clinic. And let us be clear, right now they're coming for our liberty, our autonomy, and they will not stop there. This fight is a fight where we all need to be in solidarity because they will come for equality of marriage. They will come for gay rights. They will come for trans rights. This fight is about all of us. Working class people and families will die if this is allowed to happen. They will suffer. History tells us that. And it is a shame that my generation is having to stand to fight for this when our grandparents, our mothers, our great-grandmothers stood and fought. We will not go backwards. They taught us how to fight. And we know that united together we can fight. But we also need to make sure that we have a supermajority in Congress and in the Senate. It is a shame that senators, Republican senators, and Joe Manchin, name him, are deciding what to do with our bodies. But it's also a shame that there is no Black woman in the Senate right now. So we need Black women, we need everyone to stand up, and we need to not just do Democrats, we need to do progressive Democrats in every seat of Congress and in this country. We need you to vote because reproductive justice rights are on the ballot in 2022, make no qualms about it. We need you to vote. We need you to run. We need you to organize. We need you to donate. They are counting on our voter apathy. They are counting on us to be such in despair with no hope that we will not be able to fight back. But we have a light to fight on. And note this, we have to make systemic changes too. We have to talk about term limits in the Supreme Court. We have to talk about expanding our courts. We have to end the Jim Crow filibuster. And we have to do these things right now. So here in DC, as we fight for statehood, as a reproductive justice right issue, as a civil rights issue, we ask that you stand for us and with us. Don't vote for anybody who is not going to be a supporter of DC statehood, because it is essential to receiving and making sure we have reproductive justice rights in this country. And so, in DC, we are fighters. Nene will tell you. We are fighters because we've been fighting for autonomy all these years, being taxed, federally taxed without representation. Taxation without representation holds us down and holds us back. And a Republican Congress will destroy us and destroy our ability to have reproductive justice rights here in the district. So, what I need you to do when I say to you, when our reproductive justice rights are under attack, what do? I want you to say, stand up, fight back. But I want you to say it so that Joe Manchin can hear you in West Virginia. I want you to say it so that every Republican senator that voted against our human rights will hear you. I want you to say it so that everybody who will be primaried, who voted against our reproductive justice rights, will hear you. When our reproductive justice rights are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When our reproductive justice rights are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When our reproductive justice rights are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. We stand up, we fight back. Bands off our bodies, DC statehood. We got this, we can do this, we will do this. Thank you.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, let's give it up for Nene Taylor and Councilwoman Denise Lewis George, y'all. Yes, stand up, fight back, y'all. Look, I am so honored to welcome to the stage next one of our true champions. She's the co-chair of the House of Pro-Choice Caucus. She's a longtime champion for all things reproductive health, rights, and justice. Please welcome Representative Barbara Lee of California.
Thank you, Kelly, for that very spirited and gracious introduction, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here, for your energy, for your righteous indignation, for your work, and for lifting your voice for our personal liberties and reproductive freedom. And let me just take a moment to thank all of you, our advocates, organizers, providers, and volunteers who made today possible and for fighting each and every day for reproductive freedom. Thank you. Give all of our organizers a round of applause because they made this happen. They're working each and every day on the ground to help move us forward. Now, we all know that this is a crisis moment. The radical Supreme Court justices and right-wing extremists are making it clear that they won't stop until a nationwide ban is enacted. But we are here to say loudly and clearly, keep these bans off our body. Keep them off. decisions about our bodies is in danger of being taken away. So say it again, keep these bans off our bodies. Like many of you, I'm scared. Yes, I'm upset. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, we fought these battles 50 years ago. 50 years ago. But let me tell you, we're moving forward because we understand this radical right, and we must fight them again. But fight we will, right? Fight we will. Because of you, the House of Representatives passed our woman warrior, Congresswoman Judy Chu's bill to enshrine abortion into federal law. Because of you. And yes, unfortunately, the radical Senate Republicans +1 who say they care about personal liberties seem to not care at all about taking away our personal liberties, our personal decisions over our bodies. And they want to take away for the first time a constitutional right. First time. But as you've heard over and over again, they won't stop here. If they come for us today, they're coming for you tomorrow. So don't think these bans aren't an attempt to further erode our personal liberties and our democracy. So fight we must to keep these bans off our bodies. Fight we must. Now you all know I am one of the 1 in 4 women who have had an abortion. This is very also personal for me, as I know it's personal for many of you. But it was my choice, it was my body. It was my body, it's my choice. That's what it was. That's what it was. I know firsthand what being denied access to legal abortion looks like. When I was a teenager, I got an abortion. Fortunately, my loving late mother was there to support me, and her friend, my mother, I was 15, almost 16. Her friend in El Paso, Texas, recommended a daughter in Juarez, Mexico, where I could get an abortion, where it was illegal also. I was so afraid, so afraid. I flew from California to El Paso, my first time on an airplane. I did not know what to expect other than this decision could put my life in jeopardy. That's all I knew. So I'm here to tell you, I have experienced the fear, the stigma, and despair of being denied the care that you need. I know what it's like to worry about your medical decision becoming criminalized. I know that fear. I know what it's like to see your future hang on the decisions of politicians and judges instead of doctors and whom you trust. I know that. Shame on them. 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 Yes, I have seen the dim light down a dark alley. I survived, but many women, especially Black, Latina, Indigenous, and other women of color did not. Now let me tell you briefly a quick story about my mentor, the first African-American woman elected to Congress, the first African-American and woman to seriously mount a candidacy for president of these United States in 1972. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Shirley Chisholm from Brooklyn, New York. You know it? Shirley Chisholm for president. Well, Shirley Chisholm, a lot of people don't know this. She was the first honorary co-president of the National Abortion Rights Action League, NARAL, in 1969. That was Shirley Chisholm. She was one of the 16 black women who courageously led a movement for reproductive freedom and published We Remember African American Women for Reproductive Freedom in 1989. She co-founded African American Women for Reproductive Freedom in 1990. And let me tell you, she said, and I hope you get her book, Unbossed and Unbossed, in 1970. She said, access to legal abortion was an issue of economic and racial justice. That was in 1970. 1970. And in 1977 in Houston at the National Women's Conference, Shirley Chisholm, Barbara Jordan, Coretta Scott King, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, and Maya Angelou, and many others, but they were there and spoke about reproductive justice and gender equality. That was in 1977. 1977. So today, this is 2022. Once again, we are fighting this battle, once again. But you know what? Because of you, because of everyone around our country, we won't let them turn the clock back to those dark days, will we? No, we won't let them do that. We are galvanized, we're organized, we're fighting with you to fight against these bans. And yes, we are here today to tell these radical extremists that if you criminalize people for having an abortion, if you make abortion illegal, if you take away our rights to make our personal decisions about our bodies, we will see you at the ballot box in November. When we fight, we win. 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 Thank you again. Let's get to work and let's fight and beat these people in November.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Thank you so much, Representative Lee. Thank you so much. We're going to keep up this fight today, tomorrow, and the next day to ensure they keep their bans off of our bodies, y'all. So good people, in the labor organizing movement, they got a phrase that they say. They say, one struggle, one fight. And these next leaders, these next women leaders are the epitome of that. I'm proud to introduce to you Mary Kay Henry. She's the first woman to lead SEIU, y'all, the nation's largest healthcare union. And she's going to be joined up here by April Verrett, president of California-based SEIU, Local 2015, the nation's largest union of care workers. Introduce them to the stage, y'all. Give them a good welcome.
Thank you so much, Kelly. April, isn't this a beautiful sight?
Wow, wow, wow.
And I'm just going to echo what our sister, Congresswoman Barbara Lee, just said. And I want you to repeat it after me. When we fight, when we fight,
We win.
when we fight,
We win.
when we rally,
We win.
when we march,
We win.
when we show up and vote.
We win.
Thank you so much. We are proud to be speaking to you today on behalf of the 2 million service and care workers who have been on the front lines of a global pandemic, a racial reckoning, a climate crisis, and now a crisis about our bodies. Are we united here to keep these bans off our bodies? And it's so much hope that you showed up today to stand up and fight back. And April, I want you to know that SEIU members, worker leaders, lines of this pandemic, providing essential services and care that our families and communities rely on. Working class women, Black, Latina, Asian Pacific Islander, Indigenous, and white are already struggling to make ends meet. April and I know that many of these women are structured into jobs that are poverty wage jobs because of corporate power and systemic racism. And the same working class women of every race cannot afford a plane, a train, or a bus ticket to another state just to get the health care they deserve. And without the ability to determine their own reproductive destiny and family size, they cannot hope to build a better future. Working people everywhere understand that their fundamental rights are intertwined. Women's rights, workers' rights, voting rights, LGBTQ rights, immigrant rights, climate justice. When you pull one thread of this fabric of our democracy unravels. We have already seen the extremist wing of the Supreme Court attack workers' rights to join together in unions. Rolling back 40 years of precedent, they sold out our rights as workers to extremists, and now are selling out our rights to control our own body. Isn't that right, April?
Right, Mary Kay. And I must say, a Black woman, Barbara Lee, speaks to me as we sat back home in California, and I am proud to stand on the shoulders of Barbara Lee and Shirley Chisholm and Maya Angelou and all of the white women who have
is corny with that Illuminati mess. Paparazzi catch my fly and my cocky fresh. I'm so reckless when I rock my Givenchy dress. I'm so possessive, so I rock his rock necklaces. My daddy Alabama, mama Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole, make a Texas Bama. I like my baby hair with baby hair and afro. I like my Negro nose with Jackson 5 nostrils. I earned all this money, but they never take the country out me. I got hot sauce in my bag, swag. I see it, I want it. I stuck yellow on it. I dream it, I work hard, I grind till I own it. I twirl on them hitters, albino alligators. El Camino with the Celos, sipping Cuervo and Ocho. Sometimes I go out, I go hard, I go hard. Yeah, what's mine? Hey, what's mine? I'm a star, cause I slay, I slay, I slay, I slay, all day. I slay, I slay, I slay, we gon' slay, we slay, I slay, okay, I slay, okay, ladies, now let's get information, I slay, okay, ladies, now let's get information, I slay, prove to me you got some coordination, I slay, slay trick or you get eliminated. When he fuck me good, I take his ass to real life. When he fuck me good, I take his ass to real life. If he hit it right, I might take him on a flight on my chopper. Drop him off at the mall, let him buy some J's, let him shop. I might get your song played on the radio station. I might get your song played on the radio station. You just might be a black Bill Gates in the making. I just might be a black Bill Gates in the making. I want it. Yellow, want it. I dream it. I work hard. I grind till I own it. I twirl on my haters. Albino alligators. El Camino with the Celos, sipping Cuervo and Ocho. Sometimes I go out, I go hard, I go hard. Take what's mine, I'm a star, cause I slay, 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 we gon' slay, we slay, I slay, okay, I slay, okay, ladies, now let's get information, I slay, okay, ladies, now let's get information, I slay, prove to me you got some coordination, I slay, slay trick or you get eliminated, I slay, okay, ladies, now let's get information, I slay, okay, ladies, now let's get information, you know you that bitch when you cause all this conversation, always stay gracious, best revenge is your paper.
Okay, let's go. Take as many photographs as you like. That building here, you can just this wall right there. with the window. To disintegrate their original mothers and turn their graves into pillars that doesn't prove how evil your hearts have become left in our own. I'm not better than you naturally, but at least I'm not to make. At least I'm not to angry. But this isn't a person. Doesn't matter that it catch on fire without your help. No one can catch on fire without your help. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if 5% you're left. America too late is not good. I don't see the horrible things that are going on. They didn't respond to it. By killing my family. Why is it that the poor all over the world would rather be poor than to become murderers? But the rich of this first world will never be rich enough to avoid murdering their kids. Abortion is a first world problem. Because so many people want sex and they don't have responsibility. The new thing that you're saying, the new thing that you say, is that it doesn't matter what you say about the world, because you doesn't have the right to obey. I got news for you folks. Parents have duties towards their children. That's right. Parents have duties towards their children. The father has a job to go to work and care for his kids. That keeps God's family in most basic responsibility. And one of the duties of the mother is to carry the child into that child as she grows outside the womb. That's what the womb is for. It's over if that's what the womb is for. The womb doesn't say that the student public school. I know it's the parents all the time. Yes, parents have duties. We are right to have sex without any responsibility. We want to be able to do everything with that power. People ask about rape. Rape is obviously wrong. Yes, we should be punished for rape. Rapists should be punished for rape, not innocent children. The pregnancy in a woman who is raped is not a punishment. It is a result of the rape. It's not a punishment because being a mom is not a punishment. Now, before you can admit that it's not a punishment. Folks, the rape victim deserves the wicked and the man with the truth. Repent back to this place for salvation. For the beginning of this power, our power and honor,
Yeah, I just want to get some by. I can go to edit.
he punished the rapist, not his child. Prove to me that the child in the womb is criminal. Come on, just because they can't do it for us? Nobody is about to fall asleep in violent practice. You can't stop us or speak. This is in our community when we speak. Is it because we don't have money left? But remember that we victim of alcohol disease and usually is not too much to get caught in fire. There's things all over the place. Republican, are stealing against alcohol because they want the laws here before the legal destruction. The voice of someone can be said. You might need a revelation there. Because at the end of God, He creates the child man, He created you. He created you to live your life in love, and not in lust, and not in the boundaries that you have embraced. Come now. self-respect. We must stop using sex just for entertainment. And pretend that it doesn't come with responsibilities. And when you die, you're very responsible for the selfish generation of occupation here. The generation that stole the most from the next generation. I've got a lot of people who are cutting pollution. Why are you cutting pollution? It's not like it's going to hurt us. It's only going to hurt people on the beach and not anyone. You care about pollution because you want the world to be ruined for future generations. The future generations who are not here again have a plan over your actions. How can you say that they're not doing the one more life whatsoever and you can push them at your will? Future generations have rights. Parents have duties. It's ludicrous to prove the future generations of women as you brush over the future generations of women. The Planned Parenthood. So many of you have gone by these 40 years fighting for our sons and our abortion. 9 boys have held murdered kids. The murdered kids that you have disgustingly thrown around. The murdered kids that you have thrown around. The pictures of those 5 fetuses, the indecent stories, and the refuses to autopsy, I have held them. The victims of your black criminal behavior, the victims of pro-life empathy and pro-choice barbarism, I held them. I won't forget about it, and I won't let you get away with freedom to destroy your energy. Repent and beg Jesus for forgiveness before you have one time. But besides those guys in this wicked generation, you will have to face the community of life, who is the only one who has the right to protect life. That's probably what you do. And without the blood of Jesus pouring on you, the glorious kids will stick to your hand, they will see the abuse, and make you as guilty of the terrible sins of your life. When you're diving the building, you have to pay for your crimes. What is your soul? What you sold to the elevator offense cannot be destroyed. The innocent soul who just happens to be the unfortunate back of the time. No one forgiven, they don't know what they do. Hopefully, they don't know what they do. Always!
How long you been with? Long time.
What's that?
How long you been working with them?
About 10 years.
Okay. Long journey.
Pancho.
They're more angry about the weed than they are about the program. Oh, I think it was still. That way more.
Yeah, I mean, I need to make note of that. I'm so used to violent protests.
Yeah, well,
it's very peaceful.
Yeah.
I'd love to know ask them in the crowd. I should ask them if they fired into them, fire marshals do.
Maybe.
All that. Any idea the crowd number? Anybody? Fire department does that normally, or? Yes, gotcha. Yeah. Thank you. Now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
My guess would be 5. So my guts. I'm looking out and I'm picturing the brigade. I'm picturing March On, Army, Navy, and I'm like, this could be the brigade.
Sure.
Plus, because that hill, people were definitely stacked on that hill.
Absolutely, they were. Initially, I mean, obviously, I got there and there was nobody, but then I was. Even when it started to fill up, I was like, I don't know if they would even get all the way to the monument.
Oh, sí, te debo mencionar.
Well, we're in tape now. I never heard that they did. I've been on the bridge the whole.
You know, I need to call us Matt Reedy. You know what? Maybe I should tell him to start writing and see what he wants to push. Is that too much to push on him?
I talked to James, and I said I told you, like, for the 4, if there's not action, I mean,
we'll get action in the 4. I feel like. I called Jerry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you first.
Well, I was gonna say just ultimately a Jerry call.
I just said we'd do the 4 and talk.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to turn off the 6 now, but I just put it in his ear like Fox and Son. It's not about going up. Exactly. Need bonbons, but.
Interpretation of it, okay, as a contradiction.
Yeah, and they're too loud. Yeah,
that like an enzyme?
Keep abortion! Safe and legal! 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 Keep abortion! Safe and legal!
You don't want to go this way? No, I want to get a picture.
First Street. The other side of the Capitol.
Maybe they were just thrown down because of this. I was thinking the same thing. At first I thought it was a hard one.
And some of the times I'm doing so much work, I kind of like, nope. When you have a mark.
We go around here, you think? I'm guessing around. Yeah, it looks like now. Yeah, that answers that.
What do we show them on road tour?
Expired. It happens every year.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I can. I remember talking years ago with people that recently have lived about how, don't you have to like keep reviewing it or something
Every year. Once a year. It's not like state where they give you like a 9-year pass.
And isn't like in the process of getting one you have to keep going like or something?
They did something, yeah. It's like so people were coming over to swipe. One year, I was the #1 guy that year.
Oh, really?
I've been there the most of anybody in the press.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
That's pretty good.
Let's get a gumball machine. Close.
Healthcare! 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 Healthcare!
See why it's so divided, and there's a case on both sides.
Sure.
I mean, what would would Ayn Rand say if she was here? You know? I think we know where she would fall.
What's that, more what?
I think it was in her body. A little more than I would have expected.
Oh, there you go, those snakes. I thought about thinking that if it was going to be really funny, I thought about wearing boots. That's a mile and change. Should have come out here in full suit.
White House, I feel like dressed not wearing a suit, but it seems like the White House. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It feels weird to be dressed down. But last Saturday, when I was wearing this,
I mean, I've seen Goosey in like dark jeans, but in jeans.
during the week.
Yeah, hat and jeans. Jackie one time I saw wearing jeans. I think one day they might have both been wearing jeans. I was like, God, I got some black jeans now. I'll wear them, get away with those.
The thing with me is, I have some, slacks like this. I'm not going to go out to buy dark jeans to wear the way, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So, you already got the top, I'm not going to order one. But I will say, dress shoes as much fun to wear. Oh, man. Ever. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm curious why they keep, I'm guessing they're trying to funnel the crowd somewhat. That's why we keep stopping, but I don't.
I think they're doing it for elderly people in the crowd.
That's a good point. Because down the hill, we were starting to pick up some steam. Yeah, there's a big momentum going. Pushing down the straightaway. A little bump drop. I would take a swig if you don't mind.
Safe and legal. Safe and legal.
I figured this was the right size for this one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's always the problem I run into.
some people way overdo it. Like I get it. The modern person's like drink water. It's like,
exactly.
You don't want to carry the weight.
And you don't want to drink like too much instead of
A little thing. I thought of that before coming out. Like, and it's easy. The road. Throw a little something back.
Sure.
Safe and legal. Safe and legal.
Awesome Uber drivers, resilient.
Safe and legal. Safe and legal. Safe and legal.
So yeah, I would say my view is that's like 40% of it. You know all the stats, huge ones. But like,
aren't those the best? They're just like randomly out of nowhere. They're just like, yeah, the bullfrogs.
Safe and legal. Safe and legal. Safe and legal.
Because our response to COVID here just all have the same conversation about what we did to kids, businesses.
Now why? I asked James this, and I just thought, why don't we have you guys do that training in Harrisburg after? Why not? That's what.
It's like anything, like,
because I know I was talking to. I know this is the White House meeting. Both Sarah and Tara said they were willing to go to Ukraine. So Tara, what she told me, she's like really adamant, like we need to have people to do they run there, like you should there.
Same company.
Oh, really?
That's part of it.
Okay.
That's agency guys, former SEALs in Virginia Beach, probably could do a nice course.
Yeah, that was because I mean I don't know. I made the point like there are places to do that in Virginia. But I don't think I can handle that kind of. Well, no, not the training. Goddamn war stuff.
Great. You do great. Listen, man, it's probably just, it's your time, you know what I mean? Like, there's videos down here in D.C.
That shit was like 2 months ago. My God.
We're all bonding together. It's like awesome. I stare at it every day. I grab and shoot it back.
That would be the crazy thing. Well, I mean, apparently there's some reports that someone's very ill and has some sort of cancer or some shit.
I reported that shit months ago. I had a freaking station chief, not Hoffman, but another one, send me that. I reported it 2 months ago. I'm not going to send that kind of email. I appreciate the stuff in the Congressional Research Service that somebody has pointed you to. I was really They don't stop to take notice.
My choice! My choice! My choice! My choice! My choice! I feel like we can also help although I've seen Rachel answer.
Sure, I've been texting that group message. Oh yeah, it's like I just like we're approaching. Oh yeah, when those we Hereford.
Yeah, and it's like a
Chelsea says they'll be back. Chelsea says we'll be back.
My body! My body! My body!
If you guys win Champions League, that should be enough for the next 2-3 years. This year's Liverpool chance.
What's that? This is Liverpool?
The Liverpool chance to get the Champions League.
And why do you like Liverpool? Because of Salah?
No. I support Liverpool.
Keep your laws off my body!
And why is that?
Keep your laws off my body!
He's now, I think, coach in Aston Villa.
Keep your laws off my body!
Crazy long time.
Keep your laws off
Mo Salah, he just came recently.
And healthcare is too well.
What's that?
I gotta get my ID out.
Adventure, but
So do you have a Supreme Court badge? Or is
No,
this...
I have the Capitol Hill badge.
Yeah, I know you need some. Well, we can do it from down here, whatever you think. Think this will work? This back here. Or from here? Here and go this way, yeah, that'll work?
Yeah.
That works?
Yeah.
You brought us here, this is just the fine tuning. You in the military too?
No, never.
Your friend, UAV. That's cool. How long have you been here in the States?
Around 6 years.
God bless. You saw a lot of something back in Afghanistan?
Yes. Oh, I have a long story. I mean, back in 2014, I was working with the SECOWIS USAID project back in Afghanistan. I got kidnapped like for 14 days. They tortured me and I just, it's unbelievable. I'm really blessed that I'm alive here.
God.
Yeah. It's tough there. And that's why they brought us here back in 2016.
Thank God.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where did it happen?
In Herat province.
Oh yeah, bump shot. Yeah.
Which is like in the border of Iran.
Where?
Herat province.
Oh, Herat. Yes.
You never been to Herat?
Not Herat. Yeah.
You were in Kabul.
Kandahar.
Kandahar. Okay, it's like maybe 4 or 5 hour drive to Kandahar.
What's that?
Like 4 hours to 5 hour drive to Kandahar.
Yeah.